Okay, we're officially live. Hi, y'all. So I figured I don't have a video edited today, as I mentioned in the posts everywhere, wherever you read it. Hi. Also, it's live, so just know that. Cash likes to bark at random things throughout the day. And it's funny because I end up editing so many of them out of videos when I edit like pre-recorded videos and stuff. So she brought a toy in now. Lay down. All right. So what I want to do in this video, also first, say something in the chat just so that I know. I can see how many people are watching, but I just want y'all to tell me what you're doing today, where you live, that sort of thing. All right, so we're going to do a little chit chat. Hi, Karen. A little chit chat. Get ready with me in real time. I've already washed my face, put some moisturizer on. We'll do hair last, I guess, because I don't really have a routine when I do it myself. Like when I'm not on live, I just kind of go with the flow and do whatever I want to do. Hey, CJ. Good morning from the East Coast of Canada. 3 dogs long. Wow. Canada. Working. Annie is working. Oh, I mean, I'm technically working if you call this work. So I made a coffee. We're going to do a little bit of makeup. But, oh, I made that real sweet. Okay. So the reason I don't have a video edited and ready to go for today, which I'm a little disappointed in myself, to be honest, this is the first time that this has ever happened to me, ever in the history of me being on YouTube. I am such a planner and I'm like ready to rock and roll, ready to go. I'm usually good, a week in advance because I don't like this to happen. But this week is exceptional because of the whole COVID-19. We've been asked to not leave and kind of self-quarantine yourself because we don't want it to spread. So, with that being said, I planned on staying home, filming videos. Hello from Colorado, North Carolina. Oh, teaching from home? How is that? Fifth grade math. How is that? Do you prefer it or do you prefer the classroom? So I usually plan things out. However, this happened on top of one of my nieces, if you didn't see on Instagram, had emergency surgery to remove her appendix, which is scary. To me, I can only imagine being a parent, how scary that is, especially, hey, everybody. Okay, all the comments are coming through now. Okay, good. I'm excited. And I recognize a lot of y'all's names from comments on YouTube or Instagram, Facebook, that sort of thing. So I'm glad I can see them all now. So she had to have emergency surgery to remove her appendix in the midst of not being able to get into here locally. I don't know about where you live, but we can't get into urgent cares without pre-screenings. And a lot of urgent cares aren't even taking people. If you've got a fever, they're just sending you straight to the ER. And then the ER, there's a wait. So it was just a little bit scary for me, knowing that all of this is going on and she's going to be at the hospital. But she's recovered, she's home, she's good to go. But that meant that I kept the other twin with me so that obviously we didn't want her to be at the hospital with sick people. So better late than never. Classroom for sure, but we're getting used to it. Wow. Good morning from New York. How fun. From Louisiana, New Orleans, unfortunately, has one of the highest rates of cases. Wow. But I've been seeing on the news a lot, people in New Orleans, some people didn't really pay attention and still went out and did things anyways. So that could be a reason why there's, higher cases. Hi from Vegas. How's your morning, Paula? I'm doing good. I'm home. I made it home. You know what? We should probably put some makeup on. Otherwise, we're just going to sit here looking like this and chat. I have nowhere to go today. I just figured let's chat in real time. So I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I've probably been using this since day one. My sister's texting me. Hang on. She said, how was your trip? Hold on, I'm going to text her back. I'm gonna tell her to watch. I'm gonna say on YouTube Live if you want to watch. As we've gotten older, me and my sister really get along. I'm sure it's like most sisters when you're younger. Listen, you hate each other. All right, so I have two different colors because I'm not really one color. So I'm going to do the lighter color on the inside and the darker color on the outside. Yes, that's what we're going to do. I got my little setup here. So anyway, I kept the other niece because obviously we didn't want her at the hospital. Is that where my story ended? See, this is what happens because I can't go back in and edit it if I repeated myself. I live in the boonies in Michigan. Huh, I get that. Glad you're staying home. Brian is at work. They haven't closed. They haven't done anything special. I mean, obviously he's hand sanitizing and they're not washing washing hands. They are washing hands. They're not shaking hands. But he did say like last night he got off early because they didn't have anybody come in, which is a good thing, but not so good money wise because that's how they make their money, obviously, people that come in. So he's still going to work every day. He said that they'll show up unless they tell him not to. Brian also is a workaholic and he'll admit that. I mean, the only time he has ever called in sick since I've known him for years was when he got pancreatitis and he was in the hospital for months. I mean, he was in the hospital for 2 or 3 months. That's it. And then he got out and they cleared him, but they told him, rest at home. Did he rest? Do we think he rested at home? No. It was like 2 days later he was at work. Poor guy had lost so much weight that he didn't have any work like dress pants that really fit anymore. So he had to like put new notches in his belts so that he could tighten his pants. Look, he did it. So he's at work. But, I've made sure to tell him to do what he's supposed to do because he is coming home to a house where other people live. And obviously it's not ideal to do that, but they're doing the best they can. My husband works for the supermarket. Ooh, I can imagine, Kristen. Man, the supermarket. Amy, my guy's the same. Insane. Yeah, it is insane with work ethic. Husband's the same way, says Tammy. Hey, girl. My sis is my BF now, but when we were young. Yes. Listen, sometimes she has her moments still to this day. But I guess because I'm a little bit older, I can stand up for myself. I'm younger than her, so it was hell, for being honest. She hated me and I loved her, basically. So let's see what she texted back if she's going to watch. 3 new messages. Oh, they just picked up breakfast and lunch. And Allie, which is my niece that had the appendix removed, she is eating good. That makes me happy. Allie, for reference, is the one that went with me to Universal. We posted that little bit of a vlog. I posted it. She just agreed to be in it. So I kept the other one. Her name is JC. And we didn't do much. Okay, so let's get back into my week. So I had her, what day was it? I think it was Sunday. I went and picked her up from her house. And we had Sunday night and Monday night together. Friday, what's my age difference? Amy, between me and my husband, we were 21 years apart. Hi, Lisa. Welcome to this. What are we talking about? I'm late. We're talking about my husband's work ethic and how he goes to work regardless if there's a health crisis in the world because they're open. And now I'm going to go into my week. So I had my other niece. Initially, I had booked with Chic to shoot on Friday of this week, which was great because I had one niece and I needed to keep her to help out. So not a problem. Well, then they called and said, hey, listen, with everything that's going on, is there any way that we could have you come in earlier than Friday? And I said yes, because the girls are out of school, so my mom can essentially take JC to keep her. So I said yes, and then it turned into, instead of me coming Wednesday, they wanted me to come Tuesday, right? Because today's Thursday. Yeah. So it was a little bit chaotic, but it was fine. My mom is feeling good right now. She goes for her 4th chemo treatment on Monday. Yeah. So she's a little bit sick a few days, maybe a week after chemo, and then she has, some weeks in between before the next one. So she was feeling good. She came to my house, got JC, and I picked up and went to Auburn, Alabama, which is where Chic Soul is located. We did our little shoot, and then I came home last night. We got done pretty late last night. Last time I did a day shoot with them. She's getting her bone now. Last time I did a day shoot with them, we were done at like 4:45, and I hit the road after that because it's about a 3.5 hour drive to get home. And so I hit the road, but this time it was probably almost 7 before we got done. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder in Creamy Natural. I just put this over my eyelids and under my eyes because they can tend to crease a little bit. And now I'm going to go in with my ear itches right there. See, it's red. The Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the color or shade 130 Buff Beige. And this is just going to go over the rest of my house. The rest of my house. The rest of my face. I was reading comments. Tammy, congratulations. Breast cancer survivor. Love it. Love your videos. Thank you. Best brand of leggings. I have black LuLaRoe, which I hear is like hard to find, but I have like 4 pair of black LuLaRoe leggings that I wear all the time. Is that the trash man outside? Now, if I'm going to wear cropped leggings, I have a couple pair from Walmart that I cannot find to this day anywhere else. But I also have 2 pair that I just got recently from Chic Soul. They were doing a promo. If you buy something, you get free leggings. And so I have 2 pair. And those are pretty nice too. All right. Breast cancer survivor. My husband missed 3 days and 40 jury duty. Cindy, Brian talks about jury duty, and he is terrified that he's going to get called. I've only been called twice in my whole life, knock on wood. But he's like, I don't have time. I don't want to miss work. I don't want to go sit down there because it is a lot of hurry up and wait. But that's funny for only jury duty. Pop Fit. I've been wanting to try Pop Fit. Pop Fit and Fabletics. I get comments pretty often to try it. So I need to. The thing is, like, I have so much workout gear because if you watch my videos, obviously, Yvette Sports sends me so much stuff that I love. So it's hard for me to spend money on other things when I have something that I love. But I think it would be a good review to try it. So I need to do it. Yes, Tammy, my mom has to be careful. Somebody asked me what my mom's name was, didn't? Yeah, my mom's name is Debbie. The Debster. And as I get older and like hang out with her more often, I realize like how much we're so alike. We look so much alike already. People say that. I mean, before she quit coloring her hair and she had dark hair, now she just let it. It's pretty much white gray. Well, now she doesn't have any. I don't know why that made me want to cry. We're not going to cry. So, yes. People used to ask if we were, they said we look like sisters. They could have been being nice, but, Anyway, her name is Debbie, and she is doing great. She's going to be just fine. She does 3 more chemo treatments, and then she has to have a mastectomy, and then she'll do radiation, and then she's scot-free. And we're going to celebrate. She's always wanted to go to New York, and we planned a trip years ago and ended up not making it. I don't even remember why, but we ended up not making it for some reason. and we're going to do it this time. We're going to do it this time. I didn't even tell you what I just put on my face. This Tarte's Pro Glow I got in a BoxyCharm so long ago. I'm almost embarrassed how gross it is. But obviously, I prefer this side. So I use this as bronzer, and I mix the two top ones for blush. So, yes, Ashley. The Debster. Y'all are so sweet, honestly. We're not going to cry. That's not what we're doing in this video. The time that I talked about it on YouTube was like a get ready with me, and I mentioned it, and I held it together in the edited version of the video, but it was, editing the video and editing those hard parts out of me getting upset was even harder. And this I can't edit out. So here we are. If tears roll, then they roll. All right, let's do some eyeshadow. I want to use my go-to palette when I'm home. It doesn't really work that great for travel because it is big, but this is the Morphe Nature Glow in 350. I got this so long ago on a limb because so many people talked about Morphe and said that they loved it. So this is what it looks like. You can tell the shades that I prefer. So we're just going to do a little bit of a neutral. I don't know. That's just what I do every day. I don't really venture out color-wise. We're going to be real hyper after this coffee. I don't really venture out because I don't have a lot of experience in makeup. I mean, I do. Hi. I do like my normal everyday neutral, like even for TV, it's what I did all the time. But I don't really trust myself enough to like whatever colors I end up picking to go out for the day. Listen, though, today we're not going anywhere. No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. All right, so I'm just going to take a couple of brushes. I like to pull them all out and have them like ready to go for some reason. I don't like to have to dig for them, so I just pull all the brushes out that I need at one time. Morphe foundation. I've never tried the Morphe foundation. I'm just reading comments. Y'all are sweet. All right. Let's change the subject. Let's talk about something else. So yesterday, I want to talk about a bold eye look. I don't know if I can pull it off, Ashley. Like, what if it just looks terrible? I used to be really great so neutrals is like what I do. Typically when you watch a video, it's the neutral look. And I've done that for TV for years and years and years. It's the only thing that I'm really great at. But when I was younger, in my 20s, when, before I was married, and not that you can't be married and go out, because me and Brian go out, but me and my girlfriends went out all the time. I was fabulous at doing a dark purple and like gunmetal glitter smoky look with like black liner. I can't do a winged liner, but I don't really have those colors anymore. This is really the only palette I have, so that's what we're doing. Let's get wild. Y'all, I feel like we could be friends in real life. I need all of y'all to live here. Less neutral. Okay, we're going to do it. Let's just, you know what? I'm not going anywhere. Let's do it. All right, so we're going to start with the transition colors, which are, surprise, neutral. But we're going to try it. All right, so let's talk about my shoot yesterday. I cannot believe that this is something that I get to do in real life. Like, this is real life, number one, and that someone pays me to do that. It's just incredible. God, we have so much fun too, but my upper thighs are so sore today. So they have, if we shoot outside of their studio and house, excuse me, that coffee is just like getting to me. Let me know next time you come to Auburn. I come to Auburn like a few times a month because that's where Chic Soul is. So we should do lunch or dinner or something. Seeing you on the Chic Soul stuff is like seeing my friend. Thank you. Love seeing you on there. Thank y'all so much. So if they shoot outside of they have a bunch of different locations that they go to in town. So if they shoot outside, they have a van. Hope it's okay that I say all this. I'm assuming it is. They have a van that they've it's like a huge van that they've gutted. It's super tall. So they've gutted the back of it. And on the inside, it's empty with clothing racks. So on that, or a one rack, I guess. And on that rack, they'll hang your items and separate them of what you want to wear. So that's where we change. But it's tall. Like you can stand up all the way. I can stand up all the way. And even with a pair of heels on it, I can stand up. And they, shut all the doors, roll the windows up and leave the AC blasting. And they've got like the radio going. So it is like a little bit of, a little nice changing room. So the thing though, you get dressed in there and then step out, and the stylist, Stephanie, will kind of fix your outfit or buckle your shoes if you need her to, or whatever, whatever you need to do. Bought the teal dress. I'm going to buy it too. It was beautiful. So she'll kind of help you fix your outfit and do whatever. And then you go stand in your spot and you do your pictures, and then you do a bunch of stuff for socials, and then you go back in the van and change. But this van is a little bit high off the ground. So I think we did, I want to say like 5 or 6 dresses and maybe 10 tops. So let's just say 20 outfits, 20 complete outfits, top, bottom, shoes, sometimes accessories. The shoes is where it gets you though, because you're stepping up and down into that van. And my thighs are so sore this morning from getting a workout. But it is a workout, right? So that's what I tell myself. It is a bit of a workout. All right. We've got a little bit of a transition in. Stay off the Chic Soul site. Me and you, Ashley. Me and you, because I want it all the time too, because I want to see what's new, but then I also want to see the pictures that they've selected of me to, post on the website. So yeah, I got a cart. There's no shame. Let's put a little bit of that neutral color underneath too, just because, we're going to do new things today. We'll do my hair too. We'll do my hair like y'all are here with me in this room. Okay. Let's see what other don't need hot yoga. Listen, it's a workout. We're going to see what other makeup palettes I have that have some color to them, because if we're going to do it, let's do it. Those are neutrals. I have this palette, the Tarte Whitney Simmons palette. Smells amazing. The palette I like, it's a little bit dark. Is that the word? Hello there. Favorite color and favorite NFL team. I like yellow. Is my favorite color. For sure. It's been my favorite color for a long time. I just think it's so bright and fun, and I think it's because I like the sunshine so much. So we're going to go with yellow. Favorite NFL team? I don't really have, it's not really my thing, but Brian likes the Patriots. So that's what we're going with. We're going to go with the Patriots. All right, so we have this little bit of a Z palette. Is that what these are called? With these colors in it. That is a bit of a dark color. I have a little fuzzy right there. It's tickling me. And then what else? This is Extra Z palettes. This is a Bare Minerals face line. Okay, so that's all I have. Who am I, and where did I do with all my makeup? All right, y'all. So we're gonna do something different because we don't really have a bunch of bright colors. What is the temperature there? I'll tell you. It is 73 degrees. That's what we're at right now. The high is 79, it looks like. Cloudy, but sunny. So it's nice outside. I'm just not going out there. Okay. So I guess we're going to do, I've always wanted to play with these colors ever since I got this palette. Like this beautiful orange, like this side. So that's what we're going to do. Autocorrect. 72 here. Yeah, Tom Brady. I only know Tom Brady is leaving because of Brian. Otherwise, I would have no idea. Love your channel. Thank you, Michelle. 35 degrees in South Dakota. Good morning, Brittany. Y'all, I'm about to be hype with that coffee. Okay, so do we just go in? Yeah, let's do it. Let's take this same brush that I did the bit of transition. We'll rub it off. 22. I had somebody comment, who was it? I don't remember their name, but someone commented about how strange it was to see me try on swimsuits recently from Shein for Swimsuit Saturday. How fun is that? Let's talk about that next. And they were saying how strange it was because it's winter. And I was like, well, it's not really winter where I live. Plus, you got to get a head start. I don't know what that dog is doing. I know y'all can't see her. She likes to eat everything. It doesn't matter. It's not just food. Like, how gross is this that I'll catch her pulling? This is really nasty. But she'll go in the litter box and pull out Layla's, that stuff. So you got to keep an eye on her. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got to start Swimsuit Saturday early because you need swimsuits. You want to know what you want to buy. I did have someone comment, the kitty, usually she sits probably like right there, but I don't see her. I opened a window in our kitchen. My nose itches. There's a fuzz in there. I opened a window in the kitchen because it's so nice out. So she's probably sitting in the window. She's inside only. She doesn't go outside for any reason whatsoever. So she's probably sitting in that window soaking up the sun. No, I haven't done 50% off Torrid. I'm about to hit the 21 Days of Beauty on Ulta today, though. So that's happening. All right. I'm a little bit nervous. Can you see it as I'm like pausing? I'm a little bit nervous. Okay. I guess we'll start with maybe this one over here. It's a little bit more neutral looking. Y'all, if this turns out terrible, just pretend it didn't happen, okay? Just pretend it didn't happen. I always love seeing YouTubers that do like the bronzy, summery looks. I feel like I can't ever pull them off. All right, so we're doing this as a bit of a transition. I might love it and do it every day for the rest of my life after today. Okay, next side. So let's talk about Swimsuit Saturday. I am so excited about it. I had so many requests to do different swimsuit hauls, and I thought of different ways that I could do them, whether it was, swim week, and we do every day for a week a different, that looks dark on there. It's fine. It's fine. And we do, swim every day for a week and try a different company, but then that only gives me 5 or 7 if we're going to be, if we're going to reach and do one every single day, that's 7 brands. But that's not really that many. I guess I could do, if I chose that, I could have done swim week several times, but I just think it's more fun to do Swimsuit Saturday. Plus it's a bunch of S words and I like that kind of thing. So unfortunately, the next couple weeks I planned on going in store and trying swimsuits, but I don't want to do that this week anyways until stuff dies down. So I have a huge Amazon swim box sitting back there. So I think that'll be fun. So this Saturday's Swimsuit Saturday will be from Amazon. Brittany, do you feel like you're missing out reporting with all this mess? Hell no. Absolutely not. Maybe when I was younger in the business and I wanted to be on all the breaking news and in the top stories and all that, then maybe. But honestly, now I don't want any part of it. I don't want any part of it. I'm happy that I'm not doing that. Hesitated on Torrid and an item is sold out. I need a swimsuit this year. I only have a couple, Crystal. Well, I've got a bunch of swimsuit hauls coming, so hopefully you see something that you like. Makeup looks great so far. Ah, Teresa, getting paid to watch this. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, so we put this here. Do we do something darker? Let's just do it. Do we want to go? Okay, I'm going to ask y'all and then wait for y'all to tell me. Do we want to do this of more like a reddish orange, or do we want to go up here, this like bright orange? So either like comment and tell me red orange or bright orange, and I'm going to wait for y'all because we're doing this together. I need to get that fuzzy thing off my nose. Red orange, red orange. Really? I thought that y'all would vote for the bright orange. Red orange gives me more options. The bright orange doesn't really. Red, red, red. Oh, wow. Bright? Red, red. We'll sip this coffee. Red, red. Okay. Listen. Somebody's at my house. I can hear them out there. Red. All right, I guess we're doing red. Let's get a different brush because I don't want to mess up the one that I use every day. All right, we're going with red. Y'all did this to me. Okay, here we go. Look how red it is. Oh no, also wipe the makeup off my nose. I'm gonna start small. Very small. Oh no. Oh no. I feel like these lives are so much more fun. Do I look like I have pink eye? I feel like y'all get to see like more of me. Whereas like the edited ones are, I would cut all of this out in the edited video because I'm like, nobody needs to see me struggle. Okay, that's like more red or pink. All right, let's try to blend it a little bit with this on the outside. I do love that every time, just remember bold looks usually look crazy. You're right. You're right. I do love that every time I go to Chic Soul, they have someone on site that does my makeup. Her name is Charles C, which I've only ever met one other person in my life with that name, so it's so unique. She does such a great job. So it's so nice to just show up, and like someone does your makeup professionally, like lashes and everything. Because listen, you're watching me struggle here. I can't do winged liner and lashes. So she does a good job. Her husband also works, or he used to work in TV. So we always have a good chat about how thankful we are, because she's on the other end of it. I like it. I like it. Okay. What's happening? Because she's on the other end of it as a spouse to someone who worked in TV. And we talk about how he was called at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., all this stuff. And I'm like, listen, you're preaching to the choir. I know what it's like. And it's not a safe job most of the times. What are you doing? Can you see her? Her little backside? Come here. What are you doing? Are you bored? What were we talking about? Puppy tail. Aw. Color makes your eyes pop. I need to put some more on this side. Right here. I want to do like a glitter or shimmer color like on the inner corner. If you have any tips for me to make it not look crazy, now's the time to share them. Yeah. So it's nice to have her, and she's nice. Everyone over there has been so nice and just I don't know. It's fun. It's a fun thing to go and get to do that. Any tips? Have you struggled with finding a new daily routine now that you work from home? Those blending skills. No. So I just made it a point to like I make myself get up every single day when Brian leaves for work, and he leaves usually like 7:45, 8. Oh. So I make myself wake up when he leaves, or he'll say goodbye to me and like give me a hug, and that's when I get out of bed. Like he kind of wakes me up to say goodbye. So I get out of bed, depending on what day it is. I've been trying to do hot yoga 3 to 4 days a week. So I like to go in the mornings because that just helps me like get ready for the day, like get started and like kickstart everything. I've also realized that getting up and going to hot yoga helps me throughout the day not eat as much. It kind of curbs my appetite because I guess I've spent so much time busy in the morning that it gets to lunchtime, maybe 2 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, I should probably have a proper meal. So for me, it just helps me skip a lot of time that I would eat unnecessary things. I'm not really a big traditional breakfast person. So if I eat breakfast, it's not going to be the healthiest. So it just helps me skip that. So I'll do hot yoga. I'm usually home by 11, shower, and then I'll sit. I have a little spot in the kitchen where I sit and respond to comments or edit videos. And I usually do that for about 30 minutes to just cool down because I'm still hot at that point. And then I'll come in here. And if it's a day that I'm filming, I'll get ready, film videos, or if I'm just editing, I'll stay in the kitchen on the end of the island. It extends and we have a bar stool. So I'll just sit there and edit for the day. But if I'm filming, I'll come in here and get ready and film videos. And what's been hard for me is not working so much because now I work from home. So I can, if I allow myself, I will work all the time. And that's been the hardest for me because I try to cut myself off. When it's time to start cooking dinner, I'll start cooking around 7 because Brian doesn't even get off until 8. So I'll start planning around 7, and that's my cutoff time because otherwise, I'll sit there all night. And a lot of times after dinner, when we're just watching TV or hanging out, I'll want to pull my computer out and edit or something, and I have to make myself not do it because I don't want to get burnt out. I don't know what that dog's doing. I don't want to get burnt out. So for me, it's hard to not work a lot, which sounds weird because I never really considered myself a workaholic. But then when I think back over the past 2 or 3 years, I've essentially had 2 jobs and I've worked, 15-hour days I would do YouTube in the mornings and then I would go to work in the evenings. So that's an adjustment is telling myself when to like stop. It's fine. You can do it tomorrow. So, who is all in the house right now? That's all. Just me. Do I miss my other job? Not yet. Not yet because I've been, so busy. And then Chic Soul thing, I mean, I would never be able to do that. Number one, because I wouldn't have the time. But number two, I wouldn't be allowed to accept a deal like that because I was under contract for a TV station. They owned my face, my body. They owned this for the time that I worked there. So I don't miss it yet. Amy, have you noticed any changes with the yoga to your body? Not really yet. It usually takes me a few months of doing it, and then all of a sudden it's like that, and I realize that maybe my hips are a little bit slimmer, or little things like clothing maybe fitting differently. I may not weigh any less at that point, but it just shapes my body so well, and I need to. Right now it's hard, obviously, to go. They're open, but I don't know if I would want to go and sweat with people right now. Um, so I haven't noticed anything yet, but I know in the past it does take a couple of months to get everything worked up and going. Let's see. That left eye, my left eye, this one. Oh no. Let me add a little bit more. I feel like this one's dark and this one's not. So let's add a little bit more to this one. We'll answer a question while we do it. Need more reddish. They closed the gems. Wow. I don't think they've closed anything here yet. I know our mayor did a news conference the other day, earlier this week, saying that, everything's open until the governor makes a decision. He's not going to be the one to make a decision. Obviously, if the governor makes a decision, it's a statewide thing. So he said he's not doing it unless the governor does something like that. Okay. Does that look better? Let's turn this off. Maybe it'll help you to see better. No? Okay. Oh, much better. Thank you. Thank you. Should we put some red underneath too? Or does that come last? Help a sister out. Let me know if I need to do red now. All right. So now that we've done that color, do we want to do something even darker? Or do we want to just go ahead and go in with the shimmer? I do have a bit of this like brownish red right here. So this is the one that I've been using right here. But we could go in and do something with that. My nose is itching. You're not completely alone. Yes, you're right, Denise. You're right. I mean, the neighbors are home. Everybody's home in my neighborhood. So, shimmer, I'd say. All right. I hear the dog eating something. Darker in the crease, stay to the middle. What? Darker in the crease, stay to the middle. Can I get a little more explanation, please? Can I? All right, darker in the crease, stay to the middle. Let's do it. Let's do it. Malls are closed. Darker crease, don't take it out too. Okay. Will you say shimmer, then darken the outer? Let's shimmer. We're going to shimmer. All right, we're going to take this one because I think it's gorgeous. I have to sneeze. Hi, Taryn. I'm not a makeup guru, but I love your videos. Hey, this is a makeup guru. Have you ever seen one before? If not, you're looking at one right now. All right, we're going to just do with the finger because, hello, there you go. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh. We'll blend it. Don't worry. We're going to blend it. It's probably somebody just walking outside. Anybody that comes close to this house that she doesn't know, she is all about. That one I went a little too far up. Look how pretty it is, though. One night, so I had fallen asleep. Brian was watching TV. Oh, I see it in my nose. Sorry. I'm going to get the fuzzy out of my nose, y'all. Got it. So I was asleep. Brian was watching TV, and Cash was sleeping on the end of the bed. And Brian was watching something about baseball, like a baseball game or something, and paused it to go to the bathroom. And I woke up to Cash standing on the end of the bed, barking, hysterical at the TV. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And I assume it's because she woke up in a tired state and saw this like random man on that, maybe she didn't know the difference between him being real or being on TV and was just barking. So I tell myself she was just protecting me. All right, everything's closed there. Not here yet. I'm surprised. What's your drink of choice when y'all go out? I like Michelob Ultra if I'm going to drink beer. However, I do really like Blue Moon with the little slice of orange. I think is really good too. If I want a mixed drink, I want an absolute vodka. I think that's what it's called, absolute vodka. It's absolute like pineapple juice. Um, why am I having a brain fart? It's a fruity vodka drink that I really, really like. I mean, I'll try anything once. I really like lemon drops, amaretto sours, but typically more so than other drinks, I've been getting Blue Moon because I love the taste of it and I think it's really pretty. Love the shimmer. Thank you. My dog is the same way. Yeah. 90s supermodel. Blue Moon. Yeah. Blue Moon is the best. All right. We're going to attempt to, my finger got a little fat on this side. So we're going to attempt to, oh, it pulled that shimmer. So just can't win. Sometimes you can't win. Hi. Welcome to the party. All right, we're going to go back in with the red. The red was what I was doing. I can't do liner, so I don't know what we're going to do when we get to that step. I really can't. Amaretto and cream. I haven't heard of that. The yard man came for the first time this season yesterday. My chihuahua. Oh, chihuahuas? How many do you have? I love all dogs. All of them. All dogs. All right, let's try to blend this again. Amaretto and cream. I have an itch right there. I'm going to remember that. Amaretto and cream. I'm going to look it up too after this. Because now that we got all this free time, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll do that tonight. We have groceries, luckily, because you can't really find things. So obviously I'll cook dinner tonight. I've been trying to do it every night that I'm home anyways. So I'll cook dinner tonight and maybe make like a specialty drink. We have a whole liquor cabinet and then another bar thing in the dining room. So maybe I'll make a specialty drink to go with, the dinner tonight. My dog is a rescue, but the question is still out. I agree, 100%. 100%. Two chihuahuas, Pearl and Ruby, my little jewels. How cute. I almost named, I'm just going to put a little bit of the red back up here. I almost named Layla Ruby because I wanted a pretty Southern name, but she turned into Layla. Also, my sister told me I should name her Whiskey because she was a rescue cat, but not a rescue in the traditional sense. It was a friend that we knew. Their cat had kittens and they didn't know what to do with them. Like didn't have anywhere to take them and they couldn't keep them. So I went and got Layla. And the only thing I had in the car, because I was just going to go see her and just see what I thought. But of course I brought her home. Obviously we know how that ended. And that was, she'll be 6. What are you doing? She's eating something, the dog. Cash, come here. She'll be 6 this year. So I didn't really plan on bringing her home. And all I had in my car was a whiskey box. I can hear her eating. It's like a wrapper from something. Yep. Yep. It's happening. Let's see. Sour down after amaretto and cream. I have a rescue, like to get him DNA tested. Listen, I've said it so many times, and Brian thinks I'm crazy. I want to. I think it would be fun to do Layla and Cash, just see what they're mixed with, because Cash is a rescue too. I've got to head out. Bye. Thanks, Angela. Spokane, Washington. Sunny day. Any more questions? Do you have frozen fruit? I used it in my drink last night. We do. Amaretto and cream with frozen fruit. Listen, I think the eyes are looking okay. We're going to do a little bit of darker, as y'all suggested. We're working through this together. Hi, Mel. You're not real late. How long have I been live? Ooh, almost 50 minutes. We're just getting ready. That's all we're doing. All right, we're gonna do a little bit darker. That brush is kind of big. Yep, it's too big. Let's do the small one. Just a little bit here. Yep, yep, yep. I wonder what she's eating in there. Makes me nervous. Though her stomach can hold, listen, by this point, she'll be 4 this year, this summer. She not I wouldn't let her, but she gets into so much stuff and it's, I've been doing a good job of putting a bunch of stuff away, but sometimes she still gets into it. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off so that you can. The lighting's not really that great. Hi, how are you? Hi, Kelly. Good. Who else is watching this in their PJs? Fun story. I'm only wearing a real top. I'm wearing pajama bottoms, and I also have a blanket on down here. Have you ever tried the oval-shaped makeup brushes? I have one like this, like these. I liked it. If this is what you're talking about, I loved it. All right, we're going to do a little bit of dark on the bottom. Let's do a little bit of red mixed with that brown color. And we're going to just... My fear is that I'm going to look like I'm sick, with like the reds. I got a little bit of shimmer under there. Okay. I think I should probably just enhance the shimmer a little bit. If we're going to do it, let's just do it. Like on the bottom too. Nope, probably shouldn't have done that. Do not look sick. Thank you. Speaking of tops, I love the one you have on. I started buying some animal print. Animal print, listen, I can't stop buying it. And now, like after Brian in that video said that he didn't really care for animal print, I'm torn. Do I wear it anyways or not? What would you do? Would you wear it or would you not? Okay. I think I'm happy with the eyes. It looks a little bit more harsh from your end, from what I can see on this little screen here. But in person, it really doesn't look. It looks kind of cute. Wear it anyway. I guess. I don't really know what to do. Wear what you love. He will like it because you feel good in it. Wear it. He loves you. So by default, he loves. Oh, that's what I'm going to use on him next time I wear one. I'd wear it to make myself happy, but on date night, I'd dress for him. It will grow on him. I hope so, because I got a lot of it. I also yesterday modeled this super cute white and almost like an orange tan leopard dress with ruffle sleeves. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I wish they would let me take home all the clothes that they have me wear. That would be ideal, but that's not how it works. But that dress, excuse me, it helps me because a lot of times I'm changing so fast with Chic Soul that I don't really look at the names of what I'm wearing or the sizes. So it helps me to go to the website and I'll look for a picture of myself and it lists Taryn is 5'8", a size 2022, and she's wearing the whatever. It'll tell you what size I'm wearing. And that helps me to know what size I need to buy. Okay. More snake prints. Getting too much leopard and zebra. You're looking so glam. Am I though? Okay. Listen, what are we going to do about liner? Because I do have a black shadow that we can smudge, but I don't, listen, the whole liquid liner thing is not going to happen. It's just, it doesn't happen in my life. What is this? Is this, oh no, okay. So what are we gonna do? Do we want to do the black smudge? I can also do like a dark brown smudge. All right, help me out. I'm waiting on y'all. That's the only thing I know how to do because I can't do liquid liner. Even regular liner is hard. It's because, let me explain myself. I was born with a cataract in one eye, so I significantly have less 20/20 vision than that. I have 2100 vision. So it's hard, like when I close one eye to, obviously to see the other one. Black, brown, get your liner tattooed. I don't know. I can't do that. That makes me, no, thank you. Oh my gosh. That would look so funny on me if I had liner tattooed because my lashes are light. So if I had like black all the time, it would look so harsh, I feel like. Where men have horrible fashion sense. You're right. Black, brown, brown. All right, so we can do dark brown, or like I said, I do have a black. I mean, I guess we could do brown first, and then if we hate it, put some black over it. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so what I do is I just take this brush and I just smudge it. Want to get tattooed eyeliner. I know people, it was years ago, that was kind of super popular years and years ago, and I knew someone, I want to say she got the lip liner tattooed on. Excuse me, but it was such a beautiful color on her that it looked great. Hello from China. Hey, Bill. How's it going over there? All right. Here we go. I was torn. Okay. You might not really be able to see this. We'll do one eye. And then y'all can tell me what you think of it. It is a little bit light. But from Canada, where when you won't be with Brian. Yeah. I have purple tattooed on. I have purple tattooed on. If I want a different color, it's so easy just to follow the line and shape. Like dark purple eyeliner? Huh. Why'd you go with purple? Is that more like a neutral? You know what I mean? Like it could go for brown or black? What's your enneagram number? I don't know. How do I find it? I don't know. Um, everything's getting better, Bill. Good. Good. All right, we're gonna go with brown. We're gonna go with brown. Good. Everything's good here, Bill. So far, so good. I do have some fallout from this shadow. There's Layla, y'all. She just walked in here. Hi, babe. Can you hear her? You want to come up here? Oh, now the dog's coming. She's so jealous. No, it's party time. They're all in here. Let's do it a little bit darker. Yes, ma'am. What are you eating in there? I can hear it. Don't think I can't. Do a little bit thicker on this side. If you see this makeup in more videos on my YouTube channel, then you know what happened. I like this. I get it. Yep. Hi, Erin. Yes, dark purple, and you have to be close up to see that it's purple. Okay, that makes sense. The charcoal. That's cool. Listen, if you love it, you love it. All right. There she is. There she is. No, ma'am, don't stand on that. I bought a printer for this room because I didn't have one and I needed some sort of something to print, something to use to print. Obviously, a printer does that. So I put it in that corner, and I guess she's just discovering it for the first time. Come on, come on. Hi. Hi. Oh my goodness, what are you eating in there? What are you eating in there? Hope you and Brian are doing well. We are. We are staying safe. So thank you. There she goes. Don't lick that. Okay, get down. All right. All right. We need to get this show on the road. It's been an hour. It's been an hour. What are we doing? Glad to know your mom is doing well. She is. Thank you, Erin. Sweet home Alabama. Uh-oh, Lisa said black. Should I put black on top? I could. I could put black in the corners. Should we do it? Or leave it brown? I like the brown, I think. I think it looks good. I need to thicken this one up right here a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think I like it like that. Do you think I should do a little bit of brown on the bottom? Yes. Let's do it. Just in the outer. Did I just get it on my face? Oh no. We were doing so well. Where did that come from? Oh no. Oh no. Y'all. We were doing so well. How do I get rid of that? All right. We're done with the shadow. We're done. We're done. Let's do some mascara. I have a couple different ones here that I really like. I'm going to curl my lashes first because they need a little bit of pep in their step. So this is one that I really like, the L'Oreal Voluminous Original. Love it. Then I also have the L'Oreal Telescopic in Carbon Black. I like it, but it doesn't really thicken. So we're going to go with this one on the top lashes. How do I get rid of that? Can I just rub it? It's like amateur hour over here. The left eye looks lighter. I wonder if it's because you have a light over there. I'm more worried about this. All right, let's do some mascara. Some mascara. Did you get the right hand ring for Christmas? Yes, I did. It's a ruby, and it came with, or he also bought me a necklace that matches it. However, the necklace, the little clasp thingy, broke, and I need to take it and get it fixed. So I really like it. I think it's really pretty. All right, we're using this voluminous mascara. Thank you. So classy. This one, the only thing, after I've used it for a little while, like it's still got some in there, but it just gets so clumpy. The same with the Lash Paradise. I love that. But after using it a few times, it just gets so clumpy. Good job, Brian. He actually put it in my stocking. It was really cute. He put the ring, or he put the necklace at the top of the stocking, so it was like one of the first things I saw, and I loved it. I mean, I obviously thought it was amazing. And then, I got to the bottom of my stocking, and the ring box was in the bottom. So I like it. He did a great job. He also bought me a GoPro. which I've only used a couple times because I need to figure out the proper setting to use it in. Not setting as in like digital setting, but do I just use it for whatever I want to use it for? Like vlogging. I want to test it this summer. Well, my nose still itches right there. Test it this summer in the water, like in the pool. I want to do fun stuff with it, like adventurous things. I wish they would let me film at hot yoga. You know what? Now might be the time to go because they said that if you um, want to come, you have to sign up ahead of time because they're limiting the number of people that they're allowing in each class. So I wonder if I could sign up for a class that no one is in, and then I could film it for y'all. Then you could actually see what I do in hot yoga. That's a good idea. I need to look into that. All right, now for the bottom lashes. I like this Mega Wear Wet and Wild. I get it for $1 at Dollar Tree. I like it because it's just a little bit dry, but it's perfect for the lower lashes. I have quite a bit of fallout from the shimmer. So that's good to know. That is still there. I don't want to have to like take off all that foundation. I can, but I don't want to. We got it going on right now. Hot yoga, is it super easy on the joints? Yes. So hot yoga is always like highly recommended for people recovering from injuries, from what I understand anyways. I'm not a professional, but from what I understand, I'm just wiping some of the foundation off my lips. Hang on. From what I understand, it's super good for recovering, and it is easy on the joints. You're not doing, it is cardio because you can feel your heart beating fast. I'm also just getting the foundation out of my eyebrows, but you're not running. You're not doing anything strenuous physically. It's more about holding poses and balancing. And they always are very helpful. Like when you do a pose where, say, you're standing on one leg and you raise the other leg, they walk you through how to lift your leg so that it's the easiest and the best for your joints. I think that's helpful, in my opinion. So I love it. Ruby is my favorite precious gemstone. It's my birthstone. So I think that's why I like it so much. Put a little bit of chapstick because y'all know we got a problem. All right. So now we're at this point. Let me do the eyebrows. This is the Tarte Busy Gal Brows in the color Taupe. I just brush it in there. I don't fill them in or anything. If they do get filled in a little bit from this, then see it's a tad bit darker, then I'm okay with that. But I don't go through with anything else and fill it in. Okay, okay. I'll see if I have one that's in my town. Good job, Brian. Yeah, he did good. We have it's a local jeweler that he does business with a lot in his line of business. So whenever he needs something, we go there. If whether it's getting something fixed or buying new things, we go through him. So it's great. It's called the Carrot Patch if you're interested. I'm also going to take this makeup remover wipe and just do the edge of my hairline. I don't want foundation sitting in it. So I just rub it around. And there's not much, see right there, that comes off of it, but just makes me feel better. All right. I think we're done with the makeup. I don't really know what to do about this bad boy right here. So I guess we're just going to pretend it's not there. I am going to do a little bit of highlight. Maybe if we highlight it. It'll hide it even more. Not sure that's how it works. But we're going to do it. Where's that big brush? All right. Let's spray. Do we want to do my hair? We've been talking for a long time. Do you want me to do my hair? This is the Mario Badescu in lavender. Love it. Tell me if you want me to do my hair. If you do, I will. It's just, you know, we've already been here for an hour and 10 minutes. Like I mentioned it in a video one time. I take the ball end that has no product on it after I spray and just pounce it, because I find that if I don't, any spray, not just this one, but any spray, kind of sits like on my peach fuzz right here. Look at that. We're going to pretend it's not there. Kind of sits on my peach fuzz. So it helps, you know, to get rid of it. None of us are doing anything. Let's do hair. I don't have anywhere to go. Y'all are going to see about 37 Instagram pictures after this because I don't have anywhere to go. All right, let's put up all these things and then we'll pull out the hair stuff. Yeah, I can't wait to see all the stuff we did yesterday at Chic. So we shot at a different location that we haven't shot at yet, or I haven't shot at yet. This beautiful white brick background, and we did a lot of spring things. They also had me do a lot of videos for their Facebook page. I guess they realized that I had a background in like video and stuff. Private school mirror music link. Okay, no sir, we're not doing that. We're gonna remove those. Thank you. Just a little bit of housekeeping. A little bit of housekeeping. Remove. Thank you. Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, I guess they realized that, you know, that I could do like the talking videos and stuff, because we did so many yesterday, so many for upcoming Facebook videos and stuff, which was really fun for me because, you know, now all I get to do pretty much is sit here and do YouTube videos and stuff. So it was nice to, you know, be back in a professional setting for me anyways. I thought it was nice. All right. Wait, do we have everything put away? What are you doing? Cash is sitting right down here. All right, let's do just a touch up because my hair is pretty much curled under here from yesterday. A bit late on the Space Coast of Florida and do real estate. Wow. So happy you're working with Chic Sol. Thank you. Makeup looks good. Well, y'all helped me. So, thank you. All right, we're going to plug in this tiny wand. And then I'll show you. I asked for recommendations the other day because my big barrel just like crapped out on me. Let's plug this up and then we'll get to chatting. Otherwise, who knows how long we'll be here. All right, so this one, same thing as this one, just fatter, obviously same brand, but it just like quit working. And I haven't even had it for that long, so I need to find a new one. I don't really do much with this, so it's not necessary, but typically what I'll do, like I'll get out of the shower, I let my hair air dry for probably an hour, if not longer, and then I'll go in and blow dry it, and I'll straighten, like get the kinks out with the hair straightener, and then I'll take, what? I'll take that big barrel and just put a little bit of something at the bottom just to give it some volume and movement. So it's not necessary for me to buy a new one, but then again it is. I have several things from their, yeah, it is. All right, so this is the Kerastase Serum. Love this stuff. Should probably take my hair down and we'll brush it. I haven't brushed it since yesterday morning. So, welcome to real life. See, it's still kind of curled right there. I might plug in the straightener too, just to kind of pull these pieces down just a little bit. Are you Adele? No, I'm not. It's funny because I've gotten a couple people say that I resemble Adele. I don't see it at all. At all. Yes, we're doing. Plugging in the straightener. This is a Chic Elite. Let's find another outlet for this bad boy. What are you doing down there? Okay, now we've got about 37 things plugged in. I don't know why 37 is my favorite number today. Okay, we're plugged in. Now I'm going to go in with this Kerastase serum. I'm going to do 2 pumps. You can see it's like white on one side and the clear is the serum. So it's a double something. Where's the English? Dual treatment fiber quality renewal care for extremely damaged links and ends. Press firmly on the center of diffuser, leave in, helps renew the appearance of fiber quality. I like it. It is like $37 at my salon for that one bottle, but it lasts me probably, I don't buy a new one every time. So a few months, which is not bad. So envious of thick hair. I have a lot of hair. I definitely have a lot of hair. East Coast of Florida and do real estate. I'm going to do a couple of my listings. Oh, I read that one already. Oh, I didn't read that one. And then head back home. My hubby was just diagnosed with colon cancer. Yeah, we don't want him to get sick. We definitely don't want him to get sick. So I'm just going to, whatever's left over, I'm going to just put it on my ends. And then we're going to run through, put a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit there. I feel like these lives really show how much of a weirdo I am. You know, like I mentioned, I can edit all this out of regular videos, but on this, it's just us. All right, and then whatever, I just like to rub it in my hands. Rub it in, rub it in. While those things, those hot tools heat up, look at her. I love her. Okay. Wow, what is wrong with people? Honestly, we're gonna hide you too, sir. Yes. Okay. So my mom is doing so well. She obviously has her hard days. She's halfway through chemo, so she has 3 more chemo treatments. She has 6 total, and she goes every 3 weeks. So her next one is on Monday. I think I have them all in my calendar. Let's make sure. Monday, the 23rd. Yeah, she goes in for chemo, and that's her 4th treatment. So she does okay. While we're at chemo, she's fine. We talk, we hang out, and then we'll typically go have lunch. My aunt comes with us too, and we pick wherever my mom wants to go to lunch, and we go to lunch. And then she'll go home, and it's probably, I want to say, probably she goes on to chemo on Mondays, and by like Thursday of the week, she's down for the count. She just feels tired and a little nauseous, and it's kind of hard for her to eat. But we've kind of timed it out and realized that it's around the same day after chemo, like the same amount of days after chemo every time. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that weekend, we don't do anything. She does her thing at home and I stay here. She doesn't feel well. I mean, if she needs something, I'll go take it to her. And I've done that several times. Like one day she called and asked me if I would go get her some orange juice. So of course I did, which another reason I'm thankful that this is my job, because I can do those things for her, especially now when she doesn't need to get out. But after those few days, she's pretty much okay. We'll kind of start getting out and doing more stuff after that. So yeah, she's doing good. I mean, your hair. Oh, I missed your first comment, Anna. You have to ask me again. Uh, oh, yeah, my hair. I have a lot of hair. See that one straight piece? We'll probably curl that one. I don't even know how that happens. Like, look how curly everything else is. And then you got that bad boy. An hour and 20 minutes in, y'all. Ain't nobody got nothing to do today. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I just part it down the middle and the back, pull them to the front. This side obviously is a little more dead than this side. Love seeing you doing live for the boutique. Oh, thanks. Love the shirt. Thank you. I went through it with my mom. I was also there for everything too. Unfortunately, my mom had a different type of cancer and sadly lost her battle. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Wow. My mom has stage 3 breast cancer, if I didn't mention. All right, so I'm going to start in the back. So this is the hair that's on this side. Yeah, we'll straighten last. And I'm going to take about this much of hair. We're going to brush it out. And then I'm going to take this one back, behind, wrap, hold. For about, I don't really know how long. 10 seconds. Till I decide that I think it's enough. A lot of times, like, I'll touch my hair and once it starts to get kind of warm. There we go. And then we'll do that all around my whole head. So. All right. Yeah, I tried to remove him, but it's not really working out so great for me. So let me know. Hopefully it doesn't pop up anymore. All right, so next one. There's really no rhyme or reason to this. Like sometimes the pieces that I pull, like that one obviously is way thicker than the one before. It just depends. Wrap it, hold it. The hair takes the least amount of time for me. So my husband had colon cancer and he lost his battle. That's terrible to hear, Anna. It's just something I pray that one day soon someone will discover the cure for cancer. It's horrendous. I mean, my mom is sorry, my nose is itching right there, y'all. I'm not picking it, I'm scratching. My mom is definitely not herself, like her usual fun, spunky self. And it's hard to watch her, slowly decline. But what's helping me is that there is a light at the end of the tunnel and she will be fine. We just have to get through. This is the hard part. And I'm just so thankful that my contract, ended at the right time and that I'd been doing this for a few years. So it's just nice that I have this money coming in because it means that, I can be with her and do what I want to help her. But it also means I can do fun stuff like Chic Soul. So it was worth it 100%. My brother-in-law is battling stage 4 pancreatic. Yeah, it's horrible. We're just curling. Not just for the person. Yeah, it's hard. And I have to, it's hard on me, but obviously I don't express that to anyone because I'm not the person who has cancer. It has nothing to do with how I feel. I'm just here to help her and to take care of her. And luckily my sister works, hubby's is stage 1 or 2 until they check his lymph nodes. God. My sister works overnights at a hospital, so she's able, if we need her to help, like she's free during the day. There is a period of time where she has to sleep, obviously. But it's helpful. So, anyways, let's talk about something else other than cancer now. uh, so yes, I'm so excited for all those pictures from Chic Soul. I've started talking about it earlier. We did so much. I think it's so fun to go out and shoot things versus, staying inside. Obviously, I like doing the indoor stuff too, but I like doing the outdoor stuff too because it's different. All right, so that's what it looks like. I'm not going to brush it out or anything. I'm just going to move on to the other side. This side, obviously, I have more hair on it, but I do it pretty quick. All right, so I guess tell me what y'all are planning on doing this week because, most people have been quarantined at home. So, what's the plan for the week? I think you'll get more modeling offers. I mean, I don't know. I'm surprised that I made it this far, if I'm being honest, because I have no experience. The only experience I have is me sitting in this room with, Brian taking pictures of me and complaining when I want 6 more angles. You know what I mean? So it's just so different for me to do that, but it's fun. Like I posted a picture on Instagram before I sat down here to do this live, and it was a not behind the scenes, but a screen grab from an Instagram video of me, Kim, and Alexis from the bridal video that they posted, and it was just us like laughing, and I just cannot believe that I'm in that picture, that I'm actually in that picture. All right, let's see your plans. Trying to be productive spring cleaning. No plans. Whole family is home for a month. Wow. In NYC here, staying home, binge watching shows. That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the t-shirt back on that I slept in because I put on a presentable one for y'all. Put my hair back up in a ponytail, and I'm probably going to sit down and watch some Netflix. I don't know what else to do. What time is it? It's 11:30. Crafts and painting, doing some home projects, television experience. Yes, it definitely does help. Crafts, that's fun. Maybe container gardening. I'm not good at crafts or gardening. I don't know if it's that I don't have the patience for it or if it's just something that like some people are good at and some people aren't. And I'm just one of those that isn't good at it. I don't really know. Retired, but my husband's still working so far. Yep. Going out for doctor's appointments. Brian's still working too. Like I said, he got off a little bit early last night, which is a surprise. Usually he works pretty late. I don't know if I need to curl that front piece. We need to do this one that was straight. Exercise. Yep. I've been seeing so many people post at home workouts. Oh, I just touched that on my finger. Did you see that? Ugh. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people posting at home workouts. I found an at home hot yoga class. Obviously it won't be hot, but you still do the same motions that you would do in hot yoga. But I found one of those on YouTube. I'm honestly gonna see if the name of my hair product. Hold on, I'll show you. It is the Kerastase Resistance. Here we go. That's what it looks like. I'm going to see if I can get into a class at hot yoga that no one else is in, because that would be the perfect time to film it for y'all. I mean, I don't know how flattering it's going to be, but at this point, I mean, also, I don't really get embarrassed. I'm just taking the straightener and doing these pieces here that are a little bit kinky. I don't really get embarrassed. So I think it'll be more so for me to watch it, to see how I do certain moves because in 6 months, I'm going to be way better at them. So I think that would be really helpful for me to have a sort of like before or like a starting point so that, I can see the improvements. Self employed. Luckily, my husband is still working. Work from home. Nothing has changed. Good. I don't have to tell anyone I'm retired. When you hear the name Peggy, okay, that's not true. Hey Ashley, my very best friend for so long, Stephanie, her mom's name is Peggy, and she's not over 65. She is retired, but she retired young. She's not over 65. I think she's around my mom's age. My mom will be, oh my gosh, she'll be 57, I think, this year on the 19th, April 19th. I actually know a Peggy who's 30. See, Peggy, I'm watching your live stream from inside the Greyhound bus station. Restroom, toilet, stall. Okay, we're gonna we're gonna we're gonna get rid of that one. Love to see your hot yoga experience. Go for a walk. Yeah, I'm gonna call them today and see what class they have that the least amount of people show up for and see if maybe I'll tell them what I want to do because I could set up that GoPro because you'll get the whole room. That would be something cool to use the GoPro for. All right, so now that I didn't really do too much with that straightener, what I'm going to do is sometimes I'll brush my hair depending on the kind of curls I want. Other times I will finger comb them, so I'll just take my hands and run through them like this. I do have a spray if I want a more piecey look, which is what I'm doing with my hands, like making it a little bit more piecey. Let's see what the spray is. I think I've only used it once. This is the Sugar High Tussle spray. Tussle. Missing my water exercises. I cannot wait for it to be warm enough outside to get in my pool. I'm so excited to swim laps and stuff. We're going to spray it. The cat's going to jump. I don't really know how to use this. Let's read the directions. Shake well before use, then spray lightly into dry hair. Manipulate tresses for added texture. Pilates 3 times a week, but I've been staying home. I go to hot Pilates sometimes. That's no joke. I can't walk the next day. My nose right there is itching. All right, I'm going to raise it. Spray. 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 Oh, I can hear it. Look at her. I don't know. It smells really good. Do not spray in eyes. The instructions. It doesn't say that. There she goes again. It says get loose, lived in look. Separates, elevates, and defines texture without the dry out. All right, we're going to manipulate these tresses, like they say. Love the tone of your hair color. Thank you. Do you use brightening shampoo and conditioner? I don't. Toner treatment. They do put a toner on it. It's an Olaplex, and they use a toner. But I wouldn't really know. I can ask her next time. Next time I'm in there. Is this product the same as the other? No, this I got at the drugstore. This is OGX. I think I got this from a Rite Aid. Somebody recommended it. I wish I could remember her name right now. We talk all the time on Instagram. But she recommended this to me. I'm pretty sure this is what she recommended. So it's like 10 or 15 bucks. So not so bad. My hairspray has that warning too. All right. So there we go. Hair's done. Sometimes I may want like a little bit more volume up here because I feel like this side is bigger. So in that case, sometimes I'll just go through and pull a couple of short strands here not short, but smaller strands here, and curl them closer to my scalp. And that just gives me a little bit more. I don't know what she's barking at. I don't have anything else to talk about, y'all. We've been doing this for an hour and a half. An hour and a half. I'm just about to put this back up in a ponytail holder and go sit on the couch. So, natural hair color. I'll show you a picture. It's the color of my eyebrows. That's what I say, but I think it's hard because my eyebrows it's not a lot of hair on there. So I'll find you a picture. Let me go through my phone. Every so often, an older picture of me with dark hair will pop up in my memories, and I'm like, oh my gosh, do I want that again? But I don't think I do. I think I do sometimes because it's obviously low maintenance. You don't do anything to it. But then when I look at this color, I think this blonde just suits me so much better. I mean, yes, I do have to go in probably I go like every 8 weeks. So every month and a half, 2 months is the most I'll go. Um, so it is expensive. We're still scrolling. I thought I'd saved one recently where I had dark hair. Well, I don't know, y'all. Let's keep it moving. I don't know what's out there. No, my hair's not light blonde, it's dark. But it's not super dark. It's almost like a brassy. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought I had one higher up in my camera roll just from saving them. How do you find cute shorts that don't ride up when you walk? I don't really I think for me, the ones that are the best that won't ride up are ones that aren't skin tight on my legs. I know that doesn't really make a lot of sense, but shorts that are snug on my legs, which a lot of plus size shorts are, then those tend to ride. But the ones that aren't tight on my legs that are just like regular denim shorts, they don't ride. So that's the best advice I have for you, which I know is not easy advice because it's hard to find shorts that don't ride up like that, but or that aren't tight on your legs. We're getting there, y'all. I think we're getting there. We're all the way back like 3 years ago. No, that was a year ago. Yeah, we're back a year. Is that it? Yeah, here we go. That's what my natural hair color is, if you're wondering. And this is what I have now. Which one do you like better? Light or dark? I'll zoom in a little bit. Shorts haul. I have a fun shorts video coming up because I have to film a lot from home. So I have a fun video coming up with some stuff that's already in my closet. Best place to find shorts. Where did I just keep a pair of shorts? I kept a pair of shorts from, it was in a subscription box. I think they're cut from the cloth. Cut from the cloth has really great shorts. Always size down, in my opinion, because they do tend to stretch out as you wear them throughout the day. But I like cut from the cloth. Ava and Viv, which is a Target brand, are way more affordable. I mean, the cut from the cloth shorts were like, gosh, $70. Ava and Viv, you can get them for like 30. Definitely like the blonde. See natural with heavy highlights. Toward Hall. Look good with both. Thank y'all. Okay. So that's what it looks like. Natural. I did take a picture with my mom the other day when we were out and about. No, I'm not going to share it. She didn't like the picture, so I didn't want to share it. I didn't want to share it because, I want her to like the picture that I'm going to share. All right. So I don't know. I guess we're done here. I don't really know what else to talk about. Chic Soul. Yeah, I'm addicted too. I shopped there before I ever, because I started working with them first as like an influencer, and I would do hauls and reviews and stuff, and then it just turned into something more. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm addicted too. All right, so we're done. We got ready. I'm glad that y'all pushed me out of my comfort zone and we did something a little bit different. I think this eye look is really fun. It definitely is different. It is one too that I would probably pull off again because it's not too crazy. I do think that it would look a little bit better if I had a little bit more of a tan. Okay. Everyone have a good day. Thank you for joining me. Sorry I don't have a video today. Life was crazy this week, but I thought that, maybe this could make up for it. So I apologize again that you don't have something that you can watch back, but you just got an hour and 41 minutes almost of a live. I don't know if these things save anywhere when we're done. So if they don't, then you caught it the only time that you could. You may be able to catch it later. So all right, that's it. We're gonna wrap this up and I'm gonna go put my pajamas back on and watch Netflix. So, okay. Bye. See y'all later.